we already done with task 1, then we're done with task 2 last week. We are now in task 3. So this is what we want to do now. This is the goal of the task, and this is what we want to achieve at the end of task 3. So now let's go back to our Kali machine. So the goal of this task now is to locate this file, and place it, copy this file into our desktop on Kali, and make sure that we extract the Kali, we extract the file. So now let's navigate to Kali. So now I've already copied the file on my desktop here. So it just like, let me just put it in this way so we understand what we are trying to do. In this task, we want to investigate a compressed file called this particular file, soy.tar.gz. The file has been provided for today's practical. The goal is to use Linux command to find out what type of file it is and extract the hidden text file inside it. Now let's go. Now that we are already in desktop, I open my terminal. From this terminal now, of course, first I want to know the directory that I'm working with, pwd. So I'm in this directory now. Let me enlarge my screen. So I'm in this directory now, home/masligent/desktop. So this to check the file. So this is the file now. So our goal is to decompress it. That's our goal. So as we can see, it's inside the quotation mark. As we can see here, it's inside quotation because of the space between these open brackets and this letter here. That's why. If not because of this space, this quotation mark won't be there. So now, what we want to do now is that we want to rename it. We want to rename it to a new file based on what the task asks us to do. So what we just need to do is that we use mv, because I have it before. That's why it's suggesting for me mv then space this, the file name. So the file name is this, which is this particular one. I want to rename it to something like this, to new name. The new name is this. The current name is this, which is this particular name. Then the new name is this particular one. So I can auto complete this. I click enter. So I list now to check. Of course, as you can see now, the name has already changed to this new name. Our new file now is this soy.tar.gz. That's our new file there. So now we proceed. Since we are done with that, we proceed now. The next thing to do now is to identify the file type. So to identify the file type, we use file as a main command, then the file name, which is soy, then .stars.js, as we have it here. Then we click enter. So this is the file name now, the file type now, as you can see. This is the file type. Compressed data, last modified, this and that. This is the file type now. So now, now that we are done with that one, let me explain what the command means. This particular command that we use now, let me explain what that command means. This is useful in cybersecurity because the file name, sometimes the file name can lie. The file may look like one thing, but actually be another thing. So that's why we need this process to confirm the type of file that we are working with. Now that we understand that, we want to list what's inside this file. this particular file. We want to list what is inside here. So to list what is inside here, we use another command. To do that, we use another command. So that's then that's to complete. So this is now use this command. Then this is the file name. We make sure that you input this the file name correctly. Then we enter. So now, as you can see, we have the content inside this file. We have the content inside the file. Let me quickly explain what this command does. So from here now, we use this particular command, tar the space -tzf. So now from this one now, the t mean lists the content in which he has already done. And z from there, that z means use gzip decompression, which is what we have done here, decompress everything. And f from here, this f dash m dash f means the next thing is the file name, which is this is the file name here. Here's the file name here. So that's what I want us to understand. Now, what we want to do now, we want to extract the tar.gz archive. We want to extract it. So to extract, we want to extract this file. So to extract this one now, we use tar, then space s svzf to do this. Then the file name, that space, that's also sol dot tas dot gz. So this is the file name now. So we compare what we have. This file name must be the same with this file that we want to extract. So we want to extract the tar.gz archive. That's what we want to extract. We click enter. So as we can see now from here, we have already extracted them now. So the next step now, or let me before we go to the next step, let me explain what what the command does. Dash s means extract. This particular one means extract. That's what it means. Dash v means verbal. That just means show what is happening. That's it. The mean ordinarily that's verbose. That is to show what is happening in this. Is it. Then that's it from here, of course, to use gzip. Anywhere you see it here, you know that gzip to extract. The f here mean the file follows. That is, file name follows. This is the file name that follows. After the whole thing, follow with this. That's what the command does. Then the next now is to confirm the extracted file if it exists or not. So we can use list alone, or we use it with ESL h to see what is inside here. Of course, we have the file now. We have this particular file is there. So this is the file we extracted, we decompress to this. We have it here now. Okay, so now we can now proceed. Since we have file.gz.bz2, we can now proceed to next step to do. So now I want to confirm the file type of this. To confirm, let me copy it so I'm not typing. To confirm the file type, of course, just like we do, the main command is file. Always make sure that you understand the main command. Then I pasted this. We want to confirm the file type. So click enter. So this one is sending us this is the file type. File type and as file.gz is bzip. Bzip2, compressed data, block size, this is size. So this is the file type now. Yeah. That's the file type. That is, Linux should identify it as bzip2. which is already compressed data. That's what we have there. Then what this means is that the file is still compressed. That's the meaning. As you can see, it's still compressed. We are yet to get to the destination. So it's still compressed. So we are still going to continue um, decompress it until we get to the final layer. So now we want to decompress the bzip2 layer now. That is this particular one. We want to decompress this again. So to do that again, of course, this is another file layer. We use another command, which is b. Since it's bzip, we use b bun bu zip zip2, then dash k, then the file name, which starts the file name from the above there. So we click enter. So since we don't get any error, that means we succeeded in extract decompressing the file. So we can check again to see what is inside this place, to see what we have. This is what we have now. Of course, we now have another file called file.gz, as you can see here. So let me quickly explain the command, what the command means here. The bone zip here, as you can see, the bone zip here is mean the compressed bzip2 file. That's the meaning. Bone zip, to compress, to decompress this file. That's what the mean here. Then the k mean keep the original file. That's the meaning. That is decompress and still keep the original file for us in case if you want to use it later. So that's the meaning of that one that we need to understand from here. So now we have a new file now called file.gz here. That's a new file. So that's a new file that we have now. So we want to confine which type of file is this particular one. To do that again, we use file again, then the name of what we want to confirm. That's file dot gz. So I press enter. So this is the file name now, as you can see. Gzip compressed data was file.txt, last modified this and this and that. So that's what we need to understand from there as well. So as you can see now, we still need to decompress the file again. We still need to compress the file again because it shows us we are yet to get the original file that we are going to. It's still compressed, as you can see from here, which is gzip. That's the file type. And once you know why we are checking this file type is that we know the type of command to use. That's why we are checking this file type. So now, since it's gzip, of course, we are using, why we use b bond zip here. Here is because we know the file type as bzip2 here. That's why we use bond zip here. But now that we know that it's gzip, so we are using a command called gunzip. So we type gunzip, sorry, gunzip is already there. Gunzip dash key file, which is the file name, this particular file. Then we click enter again. Then we list and see what is inside and confirm what is inside here. Then we have another file called file. I think we are now in the destination. As you can see, this particular one now is different from this, especially at least we can distinguish the color, using color to differentiate them, as you can see from here. So now that we have the file, we have the whole file here. We already confirmed the file, that is, which is file, which is the name of the file now is this, or the file is this file. That's the name. So what we want to do now is that we want to check the type of file here. To check again, we use file, since the name of the file is file. So we check again. As you can see, the name of the file now is this. Actually, that is ACII test. That's actually test. That's ASCII test. ASCII test rather, sorry. So that's the name now that we have. Now that we have it there, we know we got the expected resource. So we want to read the file. We want to read this file now. So to read this file, since we know the file type is this, it's now text. We can now read it. What can we use to read the file text? We use what is called cat. Then cat, then file, which is this particular file. This we want to read this. So it's no more a compressed file. We decompress it till we got to file here. So we just click enter. As you can see now, this is what we have said. We have inside the file. This is what we have inside the file, inside the test file, inside the ASCII file that we opened. What is the command to shut down Kali from the terminal emulator? So this is the file now. That's what I want us to understand. Then that's just about that we need to understand. We need to understand. So this one is telling us this is a challenge. As you can see, it's a challenge exercise. What is the command to shut down Kali from the terminal emulator? That's a command. Of course, you can use different file type. You can use sudo shutdown now or power off to do that, but I'm not shutting it down now. So that's just about that we need to understand. Then the recap of everything that we did now, the summary of everything that we did now, we identify the read type of a file using tar.gzf, that is list file inside a tar.gz.archive. We list file, then we use tar.svzf to extract a tar.gz archive file. Then we use gzip2 to extract a bzip compressed file. We use gzip to extract a gzip compressed file. We use cat to read the file to get the final result. So that's how to navigate and decompress a file until we get to the final destination. Yeah. So now the last task now here we mean that I have now is the last task is this particular one, mapping a shared folder between Linux and Windows computer. That's the last task to do here right now. So to do that is pretty simple. We navigate to our Windows computer. We navigate to our Windows computer. So I have a share file here. I will delete it so we can create another one and show us how to go about this. So to do this now, of course, is very straightforward. Once again, the goal of this task is to create one folder that both Windows and Kali Linux can access. This is useful because sometimes you download the file in Windows, but need to be used in Kali. So that's the most important thing. You download this file here, and you need it in Kali. So instead of you moving, transfer, stressing yourself, of course, we use this file share. It's more than that. It's more than that. We use more than what we want to know. The work is more than that. Technically, it's more than that. So that's the goal. And this is useful because sometimes just like I explained, we use it, when you need a file in one particular device and you have it in a different device, so you can share it to within one another. So that's what we want to do now. So we create a folder, or we create a share folder inside this window. So to create a share folder, we click on this file here, then folder here. So we name it share. We click on this share. So here you right click on this, then properties, then we click on this sharing, we click on this advanced sharing, we click on this, then we click on this permission, then we allow here, we allow, that is full control. We want to have full control in the file. Then I click on this, then I click on this, then I close it. So now we are done with that now. So the next thing to do now is to make sure that we can access it on Kali, on Kali Linux. So to do that, first we check our IP here. That is IP, sorry, IP config. We check it here. So this device IP now is 192.168.220.150. So we copy this file and this IP now. I copy it. I go to my Kali Linux. I minimize this. We are done with this terminal. Then I come to this home. So from here now, of course, I delete this. Then I write SMB. Then full column / double. Then I paste the IP. Then / the name of the folder that I created on Windows, which is shared folder. Then I click on enter. So as you can see now, I'm already inside this folder. But let's assume that this is my first time of doing this. It might ask me for password and other stuff. Let me just go there and create another folder. Probably I've shared this file before. That's why it did not ask me for any password at all, because it's supposed to prompt me to enter my password and file and everything. So this is it now. As you can see, it's showing Wi-Fi icon here. This is the folder I just share now. If I click on it, it's empty here, as you can see. But I want it to be more than that. So what I want to do now is I want to deactivate this. So I go back to here. I will delete this. I will delete this particular file. So let me write another file. Let me call it folder. Let me call it folder. Let me call it folder. So here now, I right click on this. I click on this. Go to sharing. From sharing, advanced sharing. From advanced sharing, I check this. From here, I click on permission. From this permission, I allow this. Then I click OK. I click OK. Then I close. Now, I already know my IP. I ping it. I already check it. Then I come here again. I come to this place. I come here. Then SMB full column / then I pasted the IP. Yeah, then / the name of the folder, which is the folder. That's the name of the folder. So I click on this. Okay, you see, probably because I authenticated initially. So probably if I shut down this Kali now, it will ask me for the password and the username. So you click on the password, you click on password, you enter your computer last password. For example, now the password I use for this window will be what I would input if it asks me to authenticate. So, and the name of this window, which is Mass Legend, is what I will use if it asks for the name, but the name always been there or it's automatically populated. So it's only the password that you input and get to this side. So let's test the folder we created now. I want to move a file inside here. Let's, for example, I want to move this particular file, or let me move this folder. Let me move this folder inside here. Let me move this inside here. So now, as you can see, the folder now, new PWN zone, is inside this folder, the share folder that we created. So now, let me go to the Kali. It's yet to reflected here. Probably the folder is a little bit heavy. So this is the file, as you can see. Okay, see showing this is the one I share now. This is the one I shared that I deleted. This is the current one that we are working with that I shared. So as you can see now, the folder is now here. We can now be working with this folder. So that's the end of this training for this module. So now to recap what we did so far, we created a file from this session. We created a folder in our window computer. From our window computer, we give access. From there, we also check our IP. Then we use SMB to connect our window so our window can communicate with our Kali machine. That's just about that.